What is going on, everybody? My name is DiggityWiggityWaaa.
How you doing? Wiggity.
This is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This will be part number 3.
LoveCon! I feel her energy. There's a picture of my mom over there. Thank you very much, man. On behalf of me and my mom, we appreciate it.
I am literally picking up right after part 2, just separating it because it's easier for editing and, you know, you get it. Do you? I don't think you do. But you will. Should you? Maybe. Will you? Yep. Not sure.
Sloshed, I know that you knew.
DiggityWiggityWaaa. Sloshed, I know that you knew. Yep. Know that I knew. Yeah, Asian guy in that place, that nail salon, he was fucking puzzled. I stuck the camera at him.
And yeah, we're going to continue on part 3. Part 1, we got introduced to the game. We got ambushed by bandits. Part 2, we were escaping from said bandits. Took some damage. Got healed up from a woman in the woods. And our friend Hans took some damage. Had to go essentially on a quest for him, small quest. And got attacked again. Took care of them. Now part 3, we're continuing on. The lady in the woods, we're still at her house. Her daughter has just awoken us. And we're going to go see. What up, girl? Let's take a little. Do we have anything to pour it into? Not yet. Oh, lame. Can we get a bowl to like pour this into? Because it says pour portion. But I know that my... Is there a way to see what our food levels are at? Player. Yep. Player main level strength, health. Nourishment is at 83. Let's see if this goes up after I do this. Let's take 2 spoonfuls. That should put us at 100.
It's empty.
Oh, it's empty. But are we at 100? We're at 97, so that does go up. Do we have any upgrades? We don't. So also we lost some of our perks, apparently, because of a fall that we took.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
You got to be honest with them
Now,
every time.
Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
I'll be honest, but...
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands, the core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck,
Great
I
storytelling.
managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Just keep being honest.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness,
Subterfuge
scaled
is
the
stealth.
mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Literally.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was
There you
his
go.
backside
I was gonna say.
and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you.
What a nice
For
lady.
your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of
Interesting.
trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice,
Okay.
you could manage it yourself.
Cool.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
So
Sounds
if
good,
you're
Rob.
not sure,
We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
the
you
spade
too,
was
sir.
removed from our inventory already.
As Henry says, May God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts.
And the potion
and
was
you have
added.
rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever...
Let's just end the
Take care
dialogue.
then.
Let's go, buddy.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Then let's go. Well,
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
fuck that. I want my
When we get
dog,
back
bro.
to Rattay, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
He did.
So did I.
True.
First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Reputation keeps getting gained, but I don't see it doing anything for me. What a nice lady. Look at that, giving us the food she prepared. Whoa! What a nice lady. They're probably going to get slaughtered, but... Beautiful. This is the direction that the guy escaped as well. When we got ambushed in part 2 by those two guys and the one survived, this was the direction that one guy was going. Amazing. Like, that right there is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber.
A Bob.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Okay, someone's coming.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double! The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead.
Oh, shit.
We found his body by the pond. His company was
Oh,
ambushed
yeah.
by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Damn.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Sneak in. Oh, they went to the previous town.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks
Like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
It's probably gonna shit in your beer.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate?
What was that?
You tried to talk
Did
to
you
them,
see
get shit
that?
poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
We switched
Oh,
clothes.
Really? I'd never have figured that out.
What the hell?
I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Already are, really.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend.
Everything
I'll tell you 4
always
reasons
works out.
why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Fortune favors the bold.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
A wee woo wee woo woo woo.
What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
Fine bear that witch.
What a pair on that one.
What I tell you?
She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
How would she verify who you were? You were down at the pond. That's it. You could have been
I'd be
swimming.
with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half.
I ain't seen you here before.
Bate.
Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
I'll keep
That's
her
another
throat wet.
matter, then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard
Health,
some
lads.
talk about your
That's the
captain.
most important thing. Enjoy your...
What was that? Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
My knees and back.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Burgos is beside himself and won't allow his presence.
Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
That must hurt, don't it?
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happened.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Oh, she's not allowed to be.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh?
Reputation
Here off,
lost.
you lecher.
Damn.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
Well, we lost reputation, but that was good.
Ever lay your hands on me again.
Just my peanuts. I love peanuts.
So what are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour.
Carry
from
it
the
over.
mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you
Already
owe me,
agreed.
so I'm putting you to work.
We've
Is
agreed.
That clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
She reminds me of, I'm going to put it up right now. that character from Baldur's Gate 3.
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else.
Nothing.
Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets itched to a bat-house wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Well, she kind of just
Who
told
is
you.
this? Samin.
His vassal.
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they
Clout.
still have some clout.
That's funny.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there.
All right.
Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
She said there was a couple of invited guests.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Going down.
One beer.
How are you?
Could be better.
If I decided to steal her, would you help me?
What?
Says there's a new codex entry. Gotcha. And it was about noble marriages.
Buttercup, of course. Who else?
How's it going?
Mustn't grumble.
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
We're messengers from Ratai, here to deliver a letter to Lord von Berghoff, in the name of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dworitz and Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Hear that, Crazel? A messenger, he says. Looks more like a scarecrow to me.
He's a lame liar, all right. But he knows how to spin a good yarn. You can't deny him that.
I'm not lying. We're messengers. But everything got out of hand somehow.
Well, whether you're lying or not, no one will believe a word you say in them rags. What do they call you, lad?
Henry of Skalitz.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samin.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Samin and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
So that, it's gonna be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is going to be at the wedding, and he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. A play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big
Yeah, no
day,
kidding.
So you won't get in without an invitation.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that'll be needed there.
All right. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
Very true.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards, when I'm swamped with work. If you're not talking shit and you can wield a hammer, we'll shake on it. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Let's do it.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and work for me at the mill. It's a cleaner job and easier. And I can get you to that wedding too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
Oh, man.
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me. That's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. Out with the truth. You ain't no messengers.
We really are. We didn't look like this when we left Ratai. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself.
Of course, right?
But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
I'm sorry I keep chewing on my nails.
Going down nicely, is it?
I cut my nails today, and ever since I cut my nails, I've asked this in a previous video, and I don't know how it is for other guys, but when I cut my nails, I cut them pretty short, and
Look out.
they leave all kinds of like hangnails and whatnot, and it just I get sharp edges, and it just bothers me.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semin Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
This motherfucker,
I'm
man.
sure there are other options.
This motherfucker.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble
This clown,
piss?
man.
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough.
He might be right. He might be right.
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would
You're
that
gonna
be some
tell us, though.
aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I could have had them moved already.
I understand. Well, I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility.
I could have already had it
Fear
done,
not,
so
friend.
what's...
I'll repay the favor.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog.
Okay, that's...
As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
I'll just carry the damn sacks myself.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Here it comes. Beer for me.
She said second door. It's on the... Yeah, okay. She said to carry it to the pantry, but then not only carry it to the pantry, she said to put it on the planks so that it doesn't get moldy or wet. And of course, if flour gets wet, you know what's going to happen, right? It's going to clump like cat litter. Now, I will say this is very tedious.
Here you go.
Get my
It
way.
happens. Just watch where you're
Right.
going next time.
Listen to this.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No.
That didn't take him long. I'm grinding here and he's Playing whose dick is bigger over there. Good for him. 2 more of those.
What did you say?
Oh, God.
Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
I'll show you!
Yeah! Don't spare!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Strike!
Get him!
Why'd he do it?
Come on! Good!
Hey! Hey, not us!
You've
had any ghost there, man?
Don't spare him! Slice him up! Yeah, don't spare him!
This has been going on too long. I hope it didn't hurt anyone else. Get him! Let him have it!
Sit the fuck down. Whoa!
Slice him up!
Bad ass!
Nice hit!
You want to try me? He's nearly got me.
Let him have it!
Why'd you do it?
And what's the dear old man? Slice him up!
What's to be, you
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Send my greetings to the...
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Looks like we're going to the castle, boys! Whoa. Putting us in the racks. So...
Bastards!
This really takes a toll on your body. It's also public humiliation.
What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Yeah, it's for public humiliation, but it also starts to hurt your body.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up, or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really going to blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea
What a
how the
prick.
world works.
And you're a spoiled brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Isn't that Ocelotto?
Salato!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on,
That would
get out
hurt
of my sight.
so much.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
We got to keep an eye on him.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this part here.
Quienes, no sé, son un montón de artistas del reggaetón de antes, capaz que lo tenés ahí con el
No.
sácala.
A ver, ponete un
sácala,
tema. Ponete
dale,
un tema.
úsala.
Vamos a escuchar un
Pa,
tema.
no me acuerdo del productor, boludo.
No
Pero
importa, cualquier canción.
es uno conocido.
Entonces, digamos, vos estás en Canadá la mayor parte del tiempo y después te venís para acá.
This is the end of part 3. Really not too much happened here other than really we're kind of down in the dumps and we're getting into altercations with probably our only friend, most trusted and loyal friend, who pretty much owes us the world. And yeah, I want to thank you very much for all the love, support, hate, comments, whatever it is. DiggityWiggityWaaa, signing out. Bye.